Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a Ghost of Antietam event for you. The first round here is Waterways for Contention, followed up by our second map, which is the Limestone Bridge. Should be very good to see. Thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like to support, go to the link in the description where you can get live streams of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos, and get raw play footage of all the events we cover with no commentary and UI. So our teams for today, on the Confederate side, you have the Archers Brigade, 7th Louisiana, 33rd Virginia, 20th Georgia, 7th South Carolina, 15th Georgia, 1st Ohio, and the 4th Georgia. Whereas on the Union side, you got 5th Corps, 3rd United States Horse Artillery, Midwest Brigade, and the 4th New Jersey. Our server numbers today for the CSA, you got 131 Union, 126, about a 260 server overall. Confederates have 12 artillery, Union having 5. So we have a frontline reporters for you today. From the USA side, we got Snow Cactus from the 65th Illinois. And then from the CSA side, we have Twister from 7th LA. But for some reason, when I'm watching his screen, you can see on the top left, it's just frozen. So I don't know what's up with that. We'll see if I can fix it throughout. It's really weird because I'll cut to the Discord stream, and it'll work fine for like 10 seconds, and I click off and it stops working. So I don't know what's up with that. But anyways, here we are. So, contention, if you don't know what it is, each team is fighting over one randomly selected point on the map. This just happens to be the first one here. You got a bunch of other flagpoles on the map like this one. So, once you capture a point like the CSA has done, they have to hold it for 7 minutes, and if they do so, they capture the point, therefore knocking their opponent down one whole morale stage. Now, normally, tickets work as normal in this game, so if you die, your team loses tickets. But the big thing is if you lose that flag. Now, you see that gold timer underneath the black timer? That's at 950 seconds. If that gold timer hits 0 before anyone has fully captured a point, a new point will be chosen at random. But the thing is if a team is still capping the point if a team is still trying to capture that point, even if the gold timer hits 0, the game will let it finish out. So, if no one has the point capped, basically, when the clock hits 0, a new point will be chosen at random. And that's the same with when a team fully captures a point. They will automatically decide a new point of contention. So, CSA getting very lucky with the first spawn. This map is very hard. The only way for the Union to kind of break through here is to push through this little river pathway, which is very hard for Union to kind of break through. And you may be asking yourself, well, if the CSA has such a good position and the only way Union can cross is right here, why don't they just hold this nice spot? And that's a very good point. But the thing is, right, is you only have 2 points of contention over here. The rest of them are on this side of the map. And if CSA holds themselves up here, Union will hold up here, trying to break through. And CSA will never be able to break out, because similarly to how Union can't break through CSA if they hold here, CSA can't break Union if they hold here. So I like the plays from CSA. It's very good and very smart. So looks like you have 1st LAB, 5th Alabama on the left, 15th Georgia. We're going to see if Union's going to try to break through. I don't think Union's going to cap this point. So I reckon the best strategy for Union is to either not really engage the CSA, because the interesting thing about contention is that each team is fighting over that 1 point. If you don't think you're going to win it, you know you're going to lose a whole morale stage, there's no point in losing a bunch of other casualties on top of that whole morale stage. So either Union's got to hold back and just kind of do this for a while, because they'll take some casualties, they'll deal about the same to CSA. Or if they want to try and stop this, they got to decap it at the very last possible second and hope a new points gets chosen. Either way, it's going to be bloody for Union. So some CSA starting to flank around the far side here. You do have 1st Ohio and 7th South Carolina there.
Remember, space it out, first OH.
On the wagons as well.
Alright, be paranoid. Fucking near the tree.
Right side wagon, heard.
So CSA is kind of defending themselves, pushing out further. Right here, making sure the Union doesn't get around them. We got the 7th LA here with 4th Georgia. And then the 7th South Carolina, 1st Ohio kind of pushed outside. I mean, Union's kind of pushing this way. You do have the 2nd U.S. sharpshooters held up on this left side. But Union's not really trying to break through. Tickets are about even. We never really looked at the artillery positions, but CSA got guns on the traditional Pry forward positions. Looks like they have been rolling them up, though, to try to get some vantage point. It's just going to be really hard from this angle. And then Union artillery appears to be all the way over here, which frankly isn't going to do crap. Maybe on this point of contention, but I don't even know. You do have some Union infantry starting to flank around the far side here. 3rd USHA.
Aim low, boys, aim low.
Shoot the flag, shoot the flag.
On the left, on the left.
Everybody take 2 steps back,
Take 2 steps back.
Independent fire, independent fire, anything in front of you.
Flag out, fire.
Pick up the flag, flag
Watch
down.
your right, watch your right.
You can kind of see what Union's seeing down on the field right now.
The line boys, shoulder to shoulder.
It's just a lot of smoke, a lot of trees, a lot of suppression. It's very hard to see kind of what's going on here.
Pushing on that right side.
Aim low, shoot for their belts.
If you don't have your bayo
But
on,
CSA's got that point 3/4 of the way capped already, and this round
run up on us.
is going by pretty quick so far. So, a couple CSA guys trying to flank around the side in the river here. And Union just holding their. I like that they're not wasting their tickets. Because, I mean, they're kind of down on tickets right now, but
Rocks, spread out on the rocks. Spread out on the rocks here. Spread out.
I don't
who
know.
knows?
Got stuck on nothing on that.
Independent fire, boys. Independent fire. Pick up the flag. Pick up the
3rd USHA just trying to get around the side. So we'll see what happens. Where the next point is, that'll be the big thing. Union's going to be down a whole morale stage, but it really doesn't matter a whole lot because generally the gold timers are 15 minutes. Each point is fought over for roughly 15 minutes. So you generally get 3 or 4 points on the map with that 4th point of contention not really mattering as much just because the Black Town rule will be so low that it doesn't matter. So really, you got to win 2 out of the 3 points here because that's 2 whole morale stages on your opponent compared to your opponent dealing 1 to you. And on top of that, the winner of this game mode is whoever has the higher morale stage at the end of the game. If both sides have the same morale, then it's a draw. Or if one team knocks their opponent to last stand, which is their final stage, and kills all of them, then they can't respawn back in, meaning the other team wins. So Union hits engaged. Next point of contention is favoring Union by a considerable. It looks like it's at the Pry-Grist Mill point of contention here, so this will be a fascinating one to see. If you don't know, Pry-Grist Mill point of contention is usually here. It's like a little circle that you have to capture, and Union's attacking. CSA's defending from this side, but the roles are flipped. We'll see how Union will respond to try and defend this, and it looks like they're gunning it back right away.
I love you.
You heard him, keep it tight.
5th Corps really gunning it back. The whole Union team kind of heading that way right now. And CSA starting to pursue.
Keep to me.
Get him, boys. Get him, Georgia. Get him. Catch up.
If CSA wins this point, the odds Union wins this are not very high.
Shoulder arms. Oh, charge my head. Never mind. Kill him, kill him. Keep going, boys. Keep going.
Oh, wait, never
Sprint march. Sprint. Sprint.
the triple.
Cloudy.
Charge him, boys.
Charge.
And CSA is going to try to stop the Union before they can get in position because Union's defending this point. CSA can kind of slam. They're a little spread out.
Wait, someone needs to stay here while I raise this. Form up right here.
And 20th Georgia looks like they're going to hold off in some rocks here. as Union still kind of positioning what they have capped the point. Union defense looks like you have a group on the right side here.
I guess.
The 8th Connecticut Cavalry with some 5th Corps guys going up the center there. But a good chunk of CSA is still kind of holding back here. I don't know what's taking them so long. But, I mean, they do have some time. You obviously got 7 or so minutes. I mean, a couple of Union groups are out here all alone.
Even the trees can't protect them.
So, we'll see what happens here. We shall see. I mean, CSC is being very slow. Maybe they're just spending some time getting a organized plan going out. I mean, the big thing for CSA is they got some time. There's no Steam chat, so they can't really coordinate a plan of attack. And so we'll see how they do it. Union's got a nice little line of defense here in the woods.
Loaded. Left face.
Can
Double click forward. March.
see here what the Union guys are kind of seeing. I guess actually Snow Cactus here. They're going around the side of the middle, kind of going around the side to flank the CSA as they approach up. Because you can see you can kind of got a great angle of these guys. 7th LA, 4th Georgia pushing up. Got the 1st LAB kind of going down this right side. But CSA is being very slow. Union's already quarter of the way capped this point. And the Midwest Brigade's kind of moving up middle. CSA is being very slow. 1st LAB is actually, some guys are shooting from all the way back here.
Spread it off the tree.
So
guys.
similarly
Spread
to the
down.
previous point, are we going to see no contest over a point? Because CSA is like, oh, we already got the first flag. We're already up a whole morale stage. We can manage to lose one flagpole. And that's the thing too, right? There is one point of contention here where the point could be next, but all of them, the rest of them are over in this direction. You got one right here. I think there's one more right there. So maybe CSA is just holding off like Union did last time. This is a very interesting way to play contention. I don't think I've seen this much hesitation from both sides on a contention match before. I mean, you got a couple CSA guys going up here. Not really going to do much, but that's besides the point. Rip that guy. This is really fascinating. I mean, more CSA just been... These Union groups, I don't know how they're not dead. I guess they have a flag back here, the 3rd USHA. The 2nd US Sharps, they don't have a flag, but, I mean... They're in the same company as the 3rd U.S. Horse Artillery, so I mean, they're just going to respawn in right away with them. So this is really fascinating. I mean, some CSA starting to move up a little closer, but they really don't want to charge this. You do have some Union moving out on the far left of the Union line. The 4th New Jersey. So this is real fascinating. The biggest thing is where's the next point gonna be? I mean, if it's over here, I don't know. For CSA, the best bet is for this to be the next point, and then this one over here be the next point. If Union gets the point behind them, that'll be interesting to see how CSA responds. Got the artillery rolling their guns up.
We're unarmed over here.
2nd U.S. Sharps guys are trying to deal with those artillerymen. Because normally in a contention match, what you'll see is a lot of charging, constant engagements. You don't really see a lot of sitting and shooting. This map kind of makes sense for it, though, because, again, you have 2 points over there where there's only one way to cross. You have the center point here. You have 2 points for Union here. There's a couple more ways to travel across to this side, but I mean, it's a very defensive-minded map. Union's 3/4 of the way capped.
Shifting left.
Yeah, shit.
Fire.
I know.
If you can't see them, aim
Excellent
for the
shots.
smoke.
Excellent shots.
Good job, boys. Good job.
Hell yeah.
The rest of the fucking
Shooting pass. Keep up the rate of fire.
You can kind of see
these
what
shots are
these
getting
Union
closer, boys.
guys on
Pressure.
the corner side are seeing here as they hit the CSA in the side right now. Probably more of the better shots that the Union has just because there's a lot less smoke, and a lot of CSA seem to be shooting off towards the big Union line, which just makes sense.
Steady. Fire. About face.
So points almost capped. You do have 4th New Jersey starting to shift around this left side. Oh, these 15 Georgia guys, they don't see him. And he missed a point-blank shot.
Shoot him
Guess the
face
4th
hole.
New Jersey guys
Hold
are
on,
also
these
missing
rocks,
point-blank
gentlemen.
shots, and they're offshore dives because of it. Now, honestly, it's looking like this is going to be a 4-cap map. 4 points map. Normally it's 3, just because there's a lot of fighting. But again, the first point, no contest. Second point, no contest. And I mean, we'll see where the next point is. If it's over here, that's going to be huge for Union. If it's this middle point, I think that's when things will start getting interesting. But for now, we sit and wait. You do have some CSA starting to position if this is the next point. Who's making their way over there? It's the 20th Georgia.
We'll stay here for a minute, just see where the point goes next.
Well, let's see. And it's to Union's favor. Now, here's the thing, right? So there's 25 minutes left on the clock. It's 7 minutes for a team to fully cap a point. And Union's going to cap this one the next minute. So let's assume it's 8 minutes. So 8 minutes from now, what? It's the 17-minute clock. And it's going to be either this point here in the middle, or it's going to be the point back to your spawn. So I think CSA has perfect reason to still just not engage the Union here. To just sit back. This could be a 5-point of contention round.
Come, hey, First Ohio, come with us.
We're pushing across. Come on, boys.
They're pushing across now. Can hear them in game. The Union team has completely kind of moved this way. It looks like they're going to try to hold the... Here we go. The first engagement of the round. 20th Georgia up against some 5th Corps guys.
Don't let him through. Brace. Right down here in the road.
Oh, no, we know.
Keep blasting, boys. Come on.
And just simply being outnumbered here. Kind of going over to the left side here. You got more 5th Corps kind of hitting the side. We might see them encircle around the side here, but...
Get it, slow about, get it.
Brace!
Union charging in. Union capture that point.
Watch left, let's go left.
And Union wants to push them out completely.
Let's go with me. What are you doing right here?
School for the school throne. Bone for the
I
bone.
spawned in the house.
He's coming down.
And the Union's going to hold that rather effectively. I mean, it's fairly obvious when you just look at how many CSA are holding back right now. And the tickets are still very even, so...
Ow.
Got a couple CSA guys in the house here.
Out of the building.
boys.
Out of the building.
If you're out in the building, you gotta come out. You're gonna get banned.
Got 14 on flag.
No, let him run.
Oh.
Let him. Never mind.
Hey, make sure that flag's not hugging the building too much.
Good work, dogs. Good work.
Sir.
So, CSA, the rest of them are just holding back. I mean, there's just a lot of tiny engagements happening on the far side of the maps here.
Left, that is friendlies.
You got Midwest Brigade, the 1st LAB, 5th Alabama. At least I see a couple of the tags there. Engaging with the CSA Yeah, they're engaging with themselves. USA forces, 2nd U.S. Sharps, 3rd USHA. I mean, that's the thing, is that this is such a small group, and with the 5-second respawns, as long as 2nd U.S. Sharps and 3rd USHA keep running around like this, not getting into any melee combat, they're just going to survive. And both sides are going to hit taking losses any second now. So if I were the Union, they need to keep maybe one group near the cap point, a tinier group, but a point nonetheless, and then they really need to push out here. Because I assume the CSA that died in that charge, they're not going to charge again, because it failed, and when they walk back to the riverside, they should realize that, oh, we got a good chunk of friendlies just that didn't charge there, or out doing their own thing, which is perfectly fine. I mean, it is what it is. So I think if I were Union, I would try to push out and get ready for the next point being here or over there. And right now would be a great time to do that, just because you wipe the CSA, half the CSA rather, as you charged them, and you have some CSA starting to fall back here, being the CSA guys here. So it's only a matter of time before those CSA respawns get up. I mean, really, you only have engagement here with a couple guys here.
Fuck, I'm not seeing them, guys. Where are they on the right?
I mean, you got the 65th Illinois here just kind of engaging, shooting at some CSA guys in the distance. On the contrary side, you got a couple more dudes here for CSA just engaging. Well, frontline reporter was engaging, and now he's running away, Mr. Twister. Probably going back to his line, so that's what we got for now. Well, I want to see where this CSA group moves out. They're kind of taking a while to move out. It's been like 4 minutes, I think. Oh, this round has gone very fast. It's only been 22 minutes, so that's kind of what I like about the contention game mode and Conquest too, is because in skirmish the point can be capped, the clock can be stopped, and all of that. And sometimes these matches can take an hour 10, an hour 20, which is great, but sometimes the quicker matches are also nice. Contention, the pace is always moving. There's never really a dull moment waiting for a counterattack or something like that. So it's an advantage that I like about this game mode. So, and the CSA respawns finally moving across here. The most engagement we really got is on this far side with 4th New Jersey, 7th LA. And the 1st, there'll be a couple of those guys here, but this is a... I know I just keep repeating myself, but it's very true. This is probably the least engagement, like least melee match I've seen. I forgot this was a point too.
No more melee mode. Save your stamina.
So, I mean, one of these 3 points here is going to be the next point of contention. And CSA is kind of spreading out. It looks like a pitchfork. It looks very cool, but CSA's got a great chance to set up some defense. Union, really, I should think push out before CSA has an opportunity to defend themselves. Or not defend themselves, but get in a good defensive position.
Left already. They're southeast. They went southeast. That's them right there.
Everybody here. Okay. Go over there, Flannels, and fun to see you guys, and go over there with them.
Alrighty, on me. Let's go. Go for a swim, boys.
Hi, Chris.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see where CSA does want to kind of hold themselves. I mean, you saw some Unions starting to move across the river there. It's like 7th and the 14th Tennessee going around this right side here. You got 1st Ohio kind of running up the center there. To their left, 20th Georgia. I mean, some Union moved across, but a good chunk of the Union side is still just kind of holding back here.
guys see that big line?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look at that juicy.
Holy shit.
really
That's
banking.
so.
Spread it out, boys. Spread it out. Spread it out. Same
We got a
Skirmish it out, skirmish it out.
coming
skirmish-
into
skirmish
our
it out.
west side. 6-7 dudes.
And any second now, Confederates are going to go down to taking losses and then breaking. I mean, they might hit breaking in a second or so with the
they're
first
across the
Ohio
river.
moving out here.
Don't expose yourself. Come over here. Hey, in front, in front, in front. Hold on. Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back.
Yeah, both sides. Wow, hit taking loss at the same time. CSA hit breaking. Where's the next point? It's in the center of the field here, and CSA have no one on it. A little surprising.
Someone drops.
I mean, where's the closest CSA flag to this? They running over? They do. The CSA got the guns over here. They can finally use them.
Yeah, sure.
Hi, Derek.
And here comes Union. We're finally gonna get some, maybe some charges or engagement here. We'll see. Union really needs to be aggressive here. They're up a whole morale stage, and regardless of what the next point is, it's going to be over in CSA territory. So, Union charging on two prongs. You got some on the right. You got 8th Connecticut here, kind of rolling up straight onto the point though. CSA very spread out though.
First thing, shoot the guy with the flag.
They're winning on this front. Going over here, Union sweeping as well.
Push artillery. Who is this y'all's flag?
Reform!
And Union starting to raise this point. CSA slowly starting to make their way over though.
I will give my life up for
Good shit.
Shut up!
Get out of here, dirty rat.
fucking hit.
Jeez. And here comes CSA starting to pour in here. 20th Georgia and 7th, 14th Tennessee slam onto the point. And looks like they're going to stop that. Union over here just kind of holding on the wagons here as CSA starting to shoot from the top side of the hill here.
Step back. Mill, get out of the way. Press R. Come back here. Billy Ray.
As it looks like the Union in the distance is starting to push towards the point. They're charging in.
Although, not anymore.
You ain't getting out of here, boys.
Kill them all!
So artillery hits in the center of the line. I don't know how many they killed. CSA is starting to pour out of the wood side, though. You got the 20th Georgia. And we'll see. The Union respawns. It looks like they're coming from Maine that died in the charge originally. One man wants to stop this, Mr. Sparhawk.
Hey, that's a guy we should kill.
Rambo, dude. What are you doing?
Alright. I'm Ramboing. I thought you guys were my friends.
He's only Ramboing if he shoots. Now he's just dead.
Move, break your lines, charge south.
Oh, this is an awful spot to be.
And 5th Corps charging in here.
Move on me. Let's go. Sorry.
Charge in.
For Lincoln and liberty.
Go to honey jail, rat. Bonk.
Charging in on both sides right now. One frontline reporter down.
You almost did. Watch out!
And it looks like CSA is going to actually hold that charge. And kind of pushed out as well. It looks like the CSA came from behind. And are lowering that point. Biggest thing for Union, obviously trying to keep these flags alive. And just getting back up there and continuing the action. They have they're honestly, they have a ticket lead right now, right? But assume Union losing a morale stage here. Union's down on tickets a little bit, so. And there goes CSA decap the point. So, I reckon if best bet for Union is to try and wait, because we got 12 minutes left in the game. I wonder if Union's strategy should just be to try to engage. I mean, I don't know if they're going to be able to win this point. They tried a moment ago and it failed. They kind of went separate, though, not together. But I wonder if Union should try to wait till about 5.5 minutes of this cap, when it's like 3/4 of the way cap, and then they try to charge in and decap it. Because by that point, there will be like 5 minutes left in the game, assuming no side captures the point. Then Union will just win when you consider morale stage. So Union just got to get this black timer to 0 without losing a point. And I'm pretty sure once the clock hits 0, regardless of if a team is capping the point or not, the game will just be done. So if Union decaps the point before, or sorry, if Union waits till the black timer hits 7 minutes and then goes in and decaps, I think they'll just win the game. Assuming they're not on the same morale stage as CSA.
Oh, shit.
Because if they're on the same stage, it's just a draw.
They're right there behind that bush, boy. Shoot them down.
Yeah, obviously, it's going to take a minute or two for Union to kind of reform. They're pushing up this left side right now. You got the 3rd USHA on the left side. 2nd US Sharps in the center. 4th New Jersey kind of huddling in on a rock here. But you do have a good chunk of respawn starting to go up this right side, using the woods as cover.
I'm ready to stomp these Rebs. Light it out.
Move, boys. Sprint, sprint, sprint.
Terry, stop the tide.
Gotta drown him in the tide.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Move, move, move.
And it looks like they're just going to go up and charge right away. Zooming out here, there's no real CSA on this left side, so Union's hitting that left side. We'll see if the rest of the Union team tries to move in. I really do think Union should try to wait another minute or so before doing this. That's just my opinion. Wait another minute or two.
Twist the stick.
Harold, get the flat. Yeah, get it down, get it down, get it down. I'm on you, I'm on you. Block him.
And it looks like they're starting to decap it.
Shoot him up, boys.
I mean, if Union could hold this till the 7-minute mark, if they hold this for 2 minutes, then they will win. Looks like some CSA starting to flank from the behind right now.
Hold this line, gentlemen. Hold this line.
As the Union on the far side did not charge in here, and it looks like Union's not going to be able to decap. Huge for CSA. I mean, why didn't these guys go? Now they're starting to go. They went in. You guys are going in way late. Actually, they're just advancing up and shooting. So Union, again, Union's got another chance at this before I think CSA could really hold the point. 3.5 minutes, and CSA will cap this point. I think it'll end in a draw, if not a Union loss. More likely a draw if CSA caps this point, just because I think both sides are at a similar ticket amount. If anything, Union's down a little bit, so.
Up behind.
I really like you.
Double quick.
Double quick. Maryland, we're moving out.
Union's starting to move out of their main spawn after dying in that charge.
Sullivan, the 8th is about to get charged out to the left there. Hey, Green Man, we're about to get pushed.
You do have some of the respawns finally getting up here, but we'll see. So if Union decaps this point at any point, I think they just win the game. Assuming they don't hit breaking, but they could still hit a draw even if they decap within the next. They got 2 minutes to decap this point.
They're gonna wrap
And some CSA, they're getting a little antsy here with the gun.
Get him off this wall! Get him! Get that flag! Get that fucking flag! Get that fucking flag! You better run, boy! You better run for it, boy! Yeah! Woo! Yeah, boys! Woo! Watch it! Get in the rocks! Get in the rocks! Start firing! Start firing uphill! They're up slope, boys! They're up slope! There we go, boys! There we go! That's it! We took it!
So, Union now got a minute and a half to do this. If they don't, it's probably going to be a draw.
I do declare.
And there ain't no one who can suck our dick except us.
By probably, I mean, it will probably be a draw. I mean, we'll see how these guys do. They're kind of flanking around.
Hey, don't worry.
Stop him!
To this tree, the whole rest.
Let's get it!
I mean,
Oh, time.
despite what's happening at the beginning of the round, we got plenty of action now at the end of this round. It looks like they're going to go in again.
Do not die with loaded rifles. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah,
Get over here.
Tardy.
Stay together. Stay together. Get in there. Get in there. Get skinny. Get skinny. Get skinny.
Union's got about 45 seconds.
Going south.
Some CSA charging, still holding those rocks that they charge, and Union's going to hit them. The 14th Tennessee, some 8th Connecticut guys. Union's got it charged in. CSA kind of bracing here on point. And Union's not going to charge in here.
Line up. Break loads, breast of loads.
Break reload. Move
back down the hill to the north.
And Union's falling back. So this is going to be fascinating. This is going to be close. I mean, we might see both sides at last stand, which I don't know if I've ever seen before on contention.
No, I'd wait for officer. I got 21 reinforcements on me.
Wow. All right, so whatever team hits last stand first, the other team that forces them in the last stand just has to hide right away. They got to retreat, not hit last stand themselves, because you don't want to hit a draw. You want to win it. And this is going to be close.
The Democrats.
Nah.
Where's the next point? Next point on the Riverside, the whole CSC team's collapsing. Not all Union's moving in, so Union's probably going to hit last stand first here, because these 5th Corps guys are just running to their deaths right now. And frankly might cause their team to lose. Why are they fighting over the point? I'm not sure.
Hey, have you heard the...
Hey, have you heard?
You're gonna die here, Yankee.
I'm pretty sure once that clock hits 0, the round's over. It doesn't matter if someone's capping the point. So, 5th Corps about to get white. These guys are anyways.
Hello. I basically be stabbing.
And they're gone. More 5th Corps starting to move in the 8th Connecticut portion. And I don't know why 1st Ohio's out here. You got to avoid hitting last stand or else it's going to be a draw.
I fucking saved your life, Billy.
And I don't know why they moved out so far. There's a very specific way each side's playing this right now, and these 8th Connecticut guys are going to be slanted from behind.
Hey, they're coming right now! Brace! 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 Hold! Do not counter! Just hold!
Brace, 7th lane, you're bracing.
Bracing east.
And he's stuck in now. The sides are going to last stand.
There you go. There you go. We got a flag. Hey, whoa.
Somehow Union's on last stand.
Bradley's broke. We got him.
Any one of these kills will get last stand. Any one of them.
I'm sorry, boy. You had to be
Forming a battle line. Face to the east, southeast.
Even if, a point has to be fully capped.
Good shot, Knight.
Sorry. The CSA needs to force the Union down into last stand by the minute-and-a-half mark. And then they'll probably win this game. Because the point will be 3/4 of the way capped automatically, and you got to hold it for a minute and a half. And if you fully cap, I'm pretty sure you just win on last stand, so. CSA needs a charge. Union, just don't do anything, Union. Oh, no, 3rd USHA. If you hit last stand...
One shifting to our left as well. Company shifting to our left.
Well, this game's gonna end in a draw. I don't know. It's a little annoying. Both sides not really fully understanding the situation. So now Union retreat. Union needs to retreat so they don't hit last stand. Because if Union hits last stand, they force a draw. They can win the game. Like, what is 3rd USHA doing? Fall back.
Like Reznov at the last fucking mission of World at War.
They don't want to win the game.
Get the flag!
If they somehow don't hit last stand within the next 38 seconds, this will be insane. I don't know why CSA isn't charging. Why are we charging?
Light them up, boys, light them up!
Independent fire! Keep your bayonet charged! Knock them out!
Keep firing, boys!
See him, just fire, just fire.
This hurts.
My apologies.
Union doesn't deserve to win this game. I hope they hit last stand in the next 2 seconds. Oh, I guess the game lets you finish it out. Never mind then, I'll take that back.
Or you shoot the less we get.
I don't think I've seen a point capped when the clock hit 0 before. So this... Okay, there we go. Well, I guess disregard everything I said. Because I'm the dumb one in the end, so... Well, at least I'll know for the future. I haven't seen this before. So, anyways... Union... never mind, they did good. I don't know. So... Crap. Now Union's gotten a minute and a half to try to push their way in, so... It looks like they were using their numerical advantage because they were in breaking. And now it looks like they're charging in on the left side.
I'm gonna eat all of you! A bunch of them coming southeast. Kill him all!
Yeah, and Union just sweep through that really quickly. And Union... Wait. So I wonder now, if they decap, is the round going to end since no one has the point capped and the clock is at 0? Therefore ending in a draw?
Bitch!
I had sex with your mother.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I apologize about my rant before the end of the round then, because this is the first time I've seen the scenario go like this before, but that's kind of wild. But now, yeah, you live and learn. Knowing what I know now, I think Union did fine at the end. They maybe should not have decapped. They should have tried to charge the CSA out and wipe them completely. But, hey, you live and learn. I mean, I'm still learning clearly how this game works. It's a little complex. Anyways, yeah, that's a draw. We'll see you in round number 2 shortly. Alrighty, here we are with round number 2, Limestone Bridge. Really like this map. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Burnside's Bridge is featured on here. It's just really neat because normally in the skirmish mode you only fight over here, whereas in this map you get to fight over an area which, like most Conquest and Contention maps, are areas that you don't normally fight over. So it's always nice to fight in just new areas. I mean, I think that's the greatest way the developers can increase the retention of old players and make old players excited again. Horses are great and all. I think the horses are overhyped, and I think a lot of people are going to be disappointed when they come out, just because people have been hyping them up for years and are painting a really big image of them when I frankly don't think they're going to be in a lot of maps. A lot of the skirmish maps are too small for them, and if you're going to have them on all of them, what? You're going to have 5-10 guys, maybe at most, on a 350-man server. So it'll be interesting to see if it happens, when it happens. So I think the best way to kind of keep these old players' retention is by just making new maps. Again, if we zoom out here, you can see the whole map of Antietam is here already. The whole map of Harper's Ferry, Southbound, and drill camps are already created. So why not make some more ahistorical maps? We already have a lot of ahistorical maps in the game. Pry Grist Mill, Pry House, Pry Ford. All of Harper's Ferry is basically ahistorical because there was some outskirts fighting, like on Maryland Heights, for example, but most of Harper's Ferry was just a siege and a surrender. There wasn't really fighting in the town, but we get that in the game. So, frankly, I think that should be the devs' #1 priority. I mean, even adding 1 or 2 new months a map, like, it would create monthly hype for the game. It's like a game I like to play a lot, Clash Royale. It's like you have new evolutions coming out, whether or not you agree with that. They make the cards really overpowered if you don't know the game. Clash Royale, there's like 3 towers. You play troops on the field. You try to destroy your opponent's tower. But these evolutions make the cards overpowered, and they have monthly releases of them. And it generates hype for the game a little bit every single month, at least for me anyway. So I think doing a month or 2 new release, even if they're ahistorical, even if they're bad to start off with, obviously you can balance them over time. But I think that's the best way to kind of keep people coming back and playing the game. Because like, oh crap, what's the new map going to be? And obviously we have 30-some maps for skirmish, and then you have 20-some overall for conquest and contention. 50-some maps isn't a lot, but when you've been playing them for 4 years, especially the skirmish ones, it can get boring and repetitive. So, first point of contention is to Union favor right now. You got Union artillery kind of in front of it, CSA artillery kind of behind it. Counter battery hitting the artillery gun, maybe killing one there, but Union forming this kind of L defense here. Let's see who is where. You got the 5th Corps on the left side, 3rd USHA on the artillery. It really looks like just 8th Connecticut is now just pushing that way. 65th Illinois, 4th New Jersey, and the 1st Maryland on the right side. CSA, you got the 7th LA pushing up here, as they're just simply outnumbered. They're in a nice little deflated spot you can see from the view of Twister from the 7th LA, so there is that. Kind of going to the center side here, you got the 20th Georgia, 1st LAB, 4th Georgia pushing up the center there. To the left, you got the 7th South Carolina, the sharpshooters because they're in the field. 5th Alabama to their left. 1st South Carolina running away, and the 14th and 7th Tennessee kind of on this left side. So CSA spreading themselves out very much so, trying to hit the Union, kind of spreading them apart. I don't know what the 8th Connecticut sees here, but I don't know why they're not just holding back on the snake fence. Because very shortly they're just gonna be overwhelmed, because they were outnumbering 7th LA for a moment, and that's maybe why they pushed forward, but they are not outnumbered anymore. Love the little lag spike there. Anyways.
Reload, check some reload, 7.
Check.
We do have some Union guys here. 2nd U.S. Sharks kind of like around the side.
Dude, I was mid fucking sneeze when that order came. I had to make sure I actually sneeze because I fucking hate it when it happens and I don't.
So they're kind of inching their way forward right now. I mean, CSA, I mean, you zoom out here, it really looks like Union just outnumbers CSA. Obviously, you have some more CSA pushing on this side. I mean, again, looking at our numbers, it's down to 250.
Sit on the line.
Both sides similar numbers on artillery, so numbers overall, very even, especially on infantry, but Union is just much more together, which results in them looking like they have higher numbers. CSA is shifting, so you do have Union starting to shift more of their lines to this right side right now.
I need to get back to Company C.
As they push this way. Maybe they're holding out here because the Confederates are holding in the def lane. This is a nice view, but I don't know. Union taking the snake fence before they can get up there, kind of catching them in the open right now. Good timing on their part. Saw them in advance, and it looks like these guys are now falling back. So great timing on the Union's part. And it looks like CSA is not really trying to take this point.
Me neither, Jay. First time we ever did that, Jack. We ever did a step of college.
Looks like their primary objective is to more just kind of engage, kind of bring the Union's tickets down a little, maybe not take it, because Union's got this very well defended. Kind of looking at where the next points of contention could be. There's none over by Union spawn. I'm surprised there isn't one over here. There is one here. Got one located behind there as well. One near the Burnsides Bridge right to the right there. And then the last one is over here. So they're all kind of clumped up in one general vicinity. And looks like now CSA is trying to move up and get aggressive. 7th LA is.
We're chasing them down. We're chasing them down. Go, go, go.
As they're trying 8th Connecticut, falling back to that snake fence there. Some not.
Get us Bayos, get us Bayos.
Oh, you got.
Reloading their faces, boys.
Reload.
Hey, come over here, you coward. Get on over.
Don't you shoot me, you son of a bitch.
And that point's 3/4 of the way cap. We got about a minute and a half until. What the heck? Where did the 14th and 7th go?
Shoot these guys, shoot these guys. Don't miss, don't miss.
Oh, okay. They flank. Actually, no, they're in the same spot. I just didn't look that far right.
Alright, dogs. Hold.
So, if I were CSA, I would set yourself up for success. I guess there's a point right there, too. I don't think I've ever seen this point be selected in the game. And, of course, as I said, it'll probably be selected, but that's the next point. So, we shall see what the is on the battlefield, where the next point will be. I mean, that's going to be the biggest thing, is where this next point is going to be. Union's got this point. Union's up by tickets. So, it's all going good on Union's side. But we'll see where the next point is, because wherever it is, the Union's going to have to push out at that point.
Independent fire, gentlemen. Independent fire.
Right there, boys, right there, boys.
Push her down, push her down. Keep the fire.
Right down, right there, boys.
And bada bing, bada boom. Next point's by the bridge. By the bridge. The farthest Union troops out are these three guys here. As I'm 4th New Jersey.
Okay. Well, we're gonna fucking distract the enemy at the double quick by the right flank. March. Hopefully none of us die.
Hopefully that's the case. Probably not, though. Anyway, CSA gun-holing it to the point. Union pushing down that right side. CSA is going to get there first. Let's briefly look at the point of contention before both teams kind of get here and the carnage begins. So, out of bounds is... There's no way you can get across the... Okay. So, yeah. You can kind of hold on the bridge, but there's no point in holding on the bridge. So... You do have some cover here, but again, that's just general cover in this direction. You do have the stone wall. You can go on this side and use as cover. So, this point favors, I would say, CSA. Just because Union's going to be coming, from the most part, this direction. And you kind of have the top of the bridge to hold here and here. it's really hard to take. Really depends on the side, but it's hard to take if you don't have it. So CSA get here first. You got the 20th Georgia, 14th, 7th Tennessee, kind of pushing up there. Rest of CSA kind of going down. You do have some engagements up top here. I mean, the 1st South Carolina guys are really distracting the 2nd U.S. Sharps. I mean, look how many guys are just standing here. It's a lot of Union guys just sitting back. 1st LAB. Just kind of shooting at Union as they cross to the point. It looks like Union's going to get near the point. And it looks like they're going to try to go down the riverside to hit CSA as they're about to cap that point.
Face the north, face the north, face the north, face the north, right here. Face the north.
Come on!
Hot barrels north.
Union starting to slam to them. I mean, it's just a lot of, it's very chaotic within this little area here. It's just obviously very tight. A lot of bushes, trees, shadows. It's just pretty hard to see, and Union's going to win that. Some CSA starting to hold top. I mean, a lot of guys are holding over here, and they need to get by the bridge right now. I mean, sure, they can kind of see the Union through the binoculars, but I mean, look how far they are just from this view. With CSA starting to hold some ground, you got the 20th 1st Ohio on that left side, right side. Got a good chunk of groups on the bridge. They have great angles of these guys here. And CSA is still holding the point. And Union sending some guys up trying to do their best, but it's just going to be kind of a hard thing to do. What the heck?
PC, we're going to take it over the line. Hold this fence or this wall.
That gun was trapped in the flagpole.
Yeah.
These guys need to hit their shots. Come on.
These anchors seem pretty
Alright, Will,
Japanese
boys.
today. I don't know what's going on.
Surprised they're letting those decap happen. Those guys are really shooting. I mean, all these CSA guys are over here. If they were over there, CSA would not be losing the point right now. 2nd U.S. Sharps going to charge in the side, though.
Oh, Guardy with my left, Gary Dean.
Maybe not charge, but get up close. Getting a couple kills, but some CSA starting to move down the field towards the point. The 1st LAB is. I wish they would have done this sooner. I mean, seriously, it's really hard for Union to cap this point. CSA's in a real nice spot.
You son of a bitch!
Behind us.
I mean, they're going to send some guys trying to raise the flag, but my boy's on the wrong side and dies. I mean, look at them try.
I got it. I got it. Oh, no.
Everybody, let's protect the flagpole. Get up here, get up here, get up here, get up here. Start lighting them up, start lighting them up, start lighting them up. Protect the flagpole.
That's going to be a heck of a thing. I mean, the 1st LAB guys got a great angle. This was probably the change. I mean, they just got great shots on the flagpole here.
Shooting that flag, fella.
More Union pouring up, trying their best, but, I mean, they're just being slaughtered from all sides.
Keep raising that flag. Get someone on that
I want to
flag.
shoot that guy with my gun. 'cause it's
Big
bad.
Allen, boys.
You have to go
Keep
right,
firing.
Japan.
And
On the wall.
Cavalry, if you're here, help me raise the flag. Somebody get that flag. Somebody raise it.
I mean, some of the Union guys trying it. Honestly, it looks like Union might be able to do this. A lot of CSA still kind of holding back. And you do have Union holding up in the woods here. The 8th Connecticut Cav guys.
What's he yelling about?
Keep shooting.
Man,
Hold on,
got
keep
shot by
shooting, boys.
friends. All this.
Perfect shots on the guys southeast.
And Union forces look like they're starting to get dwindled out here as Because the thing is, Union's sending the flags out, trying to raise the point. CSA's charging, and I love the decision. CSA could get 2 flags for the Union down here.
Kill them all! Sorry, Irish!
Is that Billy?
This flag bearer needs to get out of here.
I'm coming for you, big trooper!
I don't know why that flag Union somehow holding.
Fire down on him. Fire down on him.
I'll whack you. I'll whack you. I'll whack you to death.
And just a great overview, and Union gets pushed back as the first LAB slams it from the side, and CSA is going to take this position relatively easy. I mean, they played that perfectly. Union tried capping the point. They sent the flag bearers out. The flag bearers kept getting knocked down, meaning they couldn't spawn in guys. And eventually, they just windowed down to where CSA could just charge in and win that out. So, very well played on their part. Except for that LA's turn to go around the side. And CSA is...
I don't know, baby.
I saw that, Sin. That was beautiful. Citadel.
20 for both face, double quick on being face.
Follow the 20. Follow the 20.
Chopper, I got you.
Chopper, I just saved your life. I just saved your life. I'm a good bodyguard. Yeah, look, there's an enemy.
I'm all good.
Shit. That's why you're my bodyguard, really.
Oh, shit!
So CSA starting to make a defensive position. I mean, with Union losing their flags, having to respawn from main and trudge all the way over here, it's going to be near impossible for them to take it unless there's some massive screw up on part of the CSA side. So looks like 7th LA is now pushing in here. Just trying to hit these Union guys that have been shooting from this side.
Hey, I'm stabbing you right now. I'm stabbing you right now, bro. Call your hits. Call your hits. Call your hits. Call your hits. Call your hits.
Finish him off. Get in here.
Call your hits. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
That's your hit.
What have you guys stabbed him? Oh! Spirit of truth, man! Spirit of truth! Spirit of truth! Kill that fucking guy!
Hold.
There we go. Spirit of truth. Oh, that's a lot of fucking news. That killed my frames.
Boys.
So, I mean, we're probably going to be waiting a little bit. I mean, I really doubt Union's going to charge this point. I mean, when Union had the advantage, they couldn't win there just because CSA has such a good position there. So Union's actually about to go down to engaged. So assuming CSA caps the point, CSA's up on tickets right now. And Union respawn's still heading to the next point. I mean, really, this point's going to be in contention.
How did our cav get wiped?
For about 4.5
with their colors
minutes or so.
I was there. I was like, I think they killed you, Jack. We still stayed there. Stop! Oh, boy.
Stop.
We should have never bought that dildo, dude.
I'm glad we did.
About to take it.
So Union kind of pushing out. What's artillery doing in the meantime? Looks like you got 2 guns faced a counter battery, 4 kind of aiming towards the point. CSA on the contrary. How many guns are they operating? 1, 2, 3, 4? Okay. All counter battery. Which in my opinion is a terrible waste of manpower. But Union's going to try to go for this next point right now.
They're coming. 14th, they're coming, boys. They're coming, boys. They're coming, boys.
Let me behind this tree here.
I would like to file a police report. I've just been stabbed.
It's okay, Snow Cactus.
10 yards, 10 yards. Break
So
your leg.
Union's starting to look. They do have one flag there, but again, the flags that are down after 5 minutes they'll despawn. So Union's down a flag or two. Holy crap! They're holding the line on the bridge.
Big Bear, are you the last one?
Yeah, actually, man.
This just looks cool.
Alright, 17C. Take aim down to that.
I mean, just look at that. Looks like Union's starting to charge up in here.
Pay your taxes,
Blaze, gentlemen, blaze.
And Union taking that stone wall.
Camping fuckers, get off the bridge.
No way.
Campers,
Come on the bridge.
this is our bridge. Come and take it, asshole. Get off the bridge. Come take it, I'm taking it. Fuck you.
Come give me a kiss. Come and take it. I love to steal stuff. Oh my
Please
God.
move, Para. Come on, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
If I can't, I'm stuck.
Get him, get him, get him, get him!
Look at him.
Get him, chemical, yeah.
That worked very well. Union was not expecting that. I'm surprised.
I'm
Oh,
drowning.
oh no, he's gonna die.
Okay, come back, come back, come back, come back.
You got it.
Yeah,
Come back, come back, boys, come back, come back.
So yeah, CSA hold that very well. Well, that's suicide. Oh, I thought they were charging.
There's nothing more joyful in a man's life than a sand.
All on that fence line. Second, line them up. Line
Second
them the
US
fuck up.
Sharps just kind of shooting there. So, I mean, like a minute 20 until we see what the next point is. The whole CSA team has gathered up on that point. Union, are they charging this out?
Let's go.
Well,
We're taking that bridge for it. All the way up the bridge. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
we'll see how well this works. They're very outnumbered, but they will try.
You signed up for the army.
I was talking to Jack. Get onto the bridge.
Union hitting a gauge. Confederates about to take losses.
Someone get
Clear that bridge, boys.
On this line, on the new line, into the
I mean, it looks like Union might be winning, but behind me, there's a whole group of guys that if they just charged in, they'd wipe them.
Here they come. Brace, brace, brace. Here they come.
And they might actually decap this point, but I don't think it's going to matter.
Come down first age, come down first age, get your loads, get your bows.
More Union exploring up. The thing is, right, is if CSC's got to win this point within the next, or win the area, or prevent the decap. Canada is raising the flag. Well played on his part, so.
I'm so sorry, Canada. That was so stupid. I'm so sorry.
No shoddy team killed
Oh my
Canada.
That flag
God,
up,
that was
boys.
retarded.
Someone get that point up.
Get that flag. Get that flag.
Jumbo's doing it. Rip Canada. So CSA is going to hold that. They're going to take the point. Union just wiped themselves off the field trying to retake that point. And both sides are taking losses at the exact same moment. The point's over here. Lucky for Union because it's going to take CSA a second to get over there. And CSA probably is going to get there first, but we'll see. I mean, those flags that Union had too, they're lost. So I don't know, man. I do not know what's going to happen. I mean, that's one Union flag down. They might actually save more flags than what I would have
Come
thought.
on, my sweet kittens. Where's the flag?
He's dead.
You don't know.
What the fuck was that about?
You heard me.
I didn't, is the thing.
So, CSA trudging along. We might have one or two more points here. Knowing where this point is, it's just in the middle of an open field. There might be a lot of charges and crap. So this very well could be a highly contested point. It probably will be. And it could be the last point of the round. So whoever gets it, this is going to be very huge. And again, why are we still counter-batting at this point? Aim for the point. I don't know. CSA Utility is going to have a great chance to get some kills here. But it looks like CSA infantry starting to arrive. Union gonna get to the point first. Who do we got here?
There's a big ass line coming, guys. There's a big ass line coming.
Here, everyone pull back, all right? Flag, put this.
Union artillery didn't kill anybody, even though it hit like right in the line.
Ah, you missed, Artie. You suck.
Everyone else put it back to the straight fence.
We got Rebs coming, southwest, southwest.
All right, Abs, stay here. Everyone else.
And so you do have more Union guys coming up, respawning, artillery overshooting.
Hey, I think he went to
It looks like they're just gonna let this happen. That artillery shot just went right through something.
Fucking raising the point,
Yeah,
George!
I just had to say something.
Get your the pants down!
Double quick, boys.
Thank you, mate.
Up and over.
Shoot him.
Let's go, boys. 20th's going
Wait,
in.
CSA are just forming these really nice lines right now. And it looks like some of them starting to go up and over to prevent the cap here. Jumbo hits his first shot. But I don't think Union's going to get this. And they won't. One man thinks he can stop, though. Nope, he died.
Get that flag.
So CSA win that Union gathering.
Hail Mary.
Shoot that flagpole! Shoot that flagpole!
And Union's got great shots at the CSA guys. They're all bunched up there.
Hold your fire, Maryland. Hold your fire.
Check committee.
They're moving up west.
And CSA still haven't. Looks like they're trying to raise the flag right now.
Company
And
white face. Double quick.
we'll see if Union, on the contrary, tries to push this. Rest in peace. A lot more got up than I would have expected, but
Skirmish it out.
Right here, 20th. 20th Georgia, right here. Line left.
they're still going to continue to raise that flag. And Union's going up and over. They're going to charge this in. They're going to try to stop. Again, very contested point here.
Push it. They come.
Violence. Into them, boys. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
Eat my shirt!
Boys, into them.
No, come back here, you officer!
Kill them, boys. Into them. Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
And Union stopping right before they cap. I mean, you have a good chunk of CSA just kind of holding back right now.
All good.
Putting shots into the Union from a
I
distance.
just don't want to hear Truffle or Old Bones complaining.
And looking on the point, Union
Flag down, guys.
hasn't started decapping yet.
T&E, come on now, boy.
No, get in there, get in there.
On the right, clear out the tree.
Union artillery team killing it, looks like. A couple more Union, 4th New Jersey charging in the side of the 5th Alabama guys. And Union still isn't decapping.
Protect the flag, protect the flag, get
looks like
that up, Emery.
They are decapping now. CSA is going to get plenty of time, though, to reform. I don't know which spawn is closer here. CSA looks like they spawn all the way over there. Union, I don't know. They're fairly, it looks like they're fairly even, but CSA preventing the decap, and they're sending a wave up again. 20th Georgia going in first again.
Nice shot, sir.
Yeah, like it. I'm getting the
That's
point.
called a good shot right there. That's what that
No,
means.
I'm not. Get that flag on.
Yeah.
Get out the way.
Guard the
There we
point, boys!
Get up.
And it looks like they're going to raise the flag. We'll see if Union tries to go in again.
Back at it again with the
Fine on
friggin'
Nigel, skirmish it out,
cars.
second, straighten it out, skirmish it out, come on. Look
Attila,
around
do you
you.
see why we didn't go over there now?
I
That'd be
can't
why.
see, sir.
Good shot
I don't
from
have a
artillery.
prescription.
Shoot those Confederates in the open, second.
Gary Day, get up.
And CSA fully caps.
Fine, we're crouching.
There you go, second. I gave you a nice neat line. Line it up, second.
And so
Taking north, 7th way.
Union has got to at least prevent this point from being capped, or cap it themselves if they want to win or draw.
Flag's good, flag's good.
Because right now, CSA just has a real nice spot. It's going to be hard for Union to try to retake it. I mean, CSA is just closer to the point, too. At least their battle lines are, so... Obviously, they got nice positioning closer to the point, so... The biggest thing for Union is making sure CSA doesn't win this point. That's a given, but they're going to lose if they don't. Because... Assuming, what, the point's about a minute capped already. So, 6 minutes gone by. They're going to be 5 minutes left on the clock. Maybe they could. Maybe they could. I don't know. Some 7th Tennessee guys going up here. Oh, no. They're not going to get a... I mean, they got a couple kills there, but... How are they not dying? They're running in the open. And somehow this guy is quick timing and not dying. Now he's reloading. What a Chad. Someone wants to shoot him. And he hits. Oh, that's a weird button on the mouse. It just like... Anyways.
We can see the line moving.
5.5 minutes left.
All Maryland shipped it right over here, boys. All of Maryland in this area. Over here.
Make sure we're in this area here, boys.
You'd actually some Union trying to flank around the far side. They do have a flag with them.
Spread it out left.
4th New Jersey.
1 man per picket.
Some CSA shifting down to stop. 7th Tennessee.
Bushwhack him. Bushwhack him.
Buck and ball. Aim high, boys. Aim high right here. Aim for their chest.
Crouch reload. Crouch reload.
And Union spending some time. I don't really blame them. They got some time to burn. And looks like they're maybe starting to go. You got some 8th Connecticut, and they're going up this left side right now.
Make sure you got your bayonets on, gentlemen. Make sure you got your bayonets on.
Fire out, Will.
Spread out.
So there looks like they're trying to flank around the side, but CSA moving to stop that, and they don't really want to try to charge this despite them maybe outnumbering this.
Give those checks, 7th LA.
Let's hear those checks. They're spreading out 2-man space. Check.
Check.
So Union, actually, it looks like they're really pushing this right side. So it looks like they're trying to hit him on the outside and pinch him.
We're gonna try and circle around right. 8 circling around left. I tried to get 2nd US to go center, but Nigel argued with me. But we're gonna try it anyway.
Let's go. Well, we're gonna try this with more people. Sorry for the confusion, guys.
And here they go. Union looks like they're maybe charging on that side as well. They are. So a 2-pronged attack. First time CSA artillery is being charged this game.
I said just on your right hand side.
Copy
Go
that.
down their line.
Why would you reload,
keep
you
going.
idiot?
They're everywhere. What's happening? Hold the caissons, 8. Don't shake.
And Union keeping a close fight on this side. Union kind of starting to push down that side. So really the sides have kind of flipped. And the big thing for Union is the big blob group's obviously going to do better. You have more men in a blob. That's great. But CSA's kind of spread out. Union kind of spread out. They have 3 groups here, the biggest group on this far side. And it looks like Union kind of won those caissons there. So now they're moving up on the flank. CSA starting to pull off.
Get up here, boys. Come on. Come on.
Hit those flags.
You do have Union starting to push up as CSA's kind of turned their attention to the other side, the 65th. Running up here right now. And some CSA is starting to countercharge. Looks like maybe Union's even charging in the distance right now. Some are. 4th New Jersey, a good chunk of them without bayonets. And we got a minute and a half on this point.
down. Keep up the fight.
I don't think I've seen two closer rounds of contention than I have tonight. That point being decapped. I mean, these Union guys in the caisson looks like they're now charging out. As Union slowly tries to push in.
Turn it. Your bail for you too. Keep those wheels a turning. Not gonna get to. That worked out well.
Union's got to get to this point, though. Now, if they start decapping and that red bar falls, I think it goes to the next point. I was wrong last round, though, so maybe I don't know. I mean, this encirclement by Union's been very effective, but they got like 30 seconds to get to this point. At least start a decap. I mean, even these artillery guys could just run over there and do that. That'd be kind of funny. But Union never has charged the point. Looks like they're veering off to it now, but it might be a little too late. And what they did was brilliant, but and now they're just in the open. CSA is going to take this point. Union might actually hit last stand in a second. Next point is over there. And any second now.
You gotta charge for the best. Excuse me, motherfucker.
There they go. So all Union guys on field, once they die, they don't spawn back in the game. Which, why'd you pick up the flag? You hit last stand. So sad.
Well, west northwest.
Why would you pick up the flag? Kevin, why would you pick it up? Your last stand.
Down the picket fence, boys. Down the picket fence.
No, he picked it up too. Kevin was just saying he forgot. Three guys just picked up flags in last stand. Okay, so we're gonna get a fourth.
Oh wait, what? I just saw you kill a friendly. I'm
That's
sorry.
no four guys. Please make it five.
Any Fourth New Jersey alive?
I think a bunch of them just team killed each other as well. Please pick up the flag.
Is that our flag?
Pick it up.
Fuck.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Hey.
I thought that was an enemy. Oh shit. I'm so sorry.
I'm so confused. A bunch of Union guys just team killed each other.
Sorry.
And that's it.
Oh my god.
Rest of the Union team starting to make their way over to the next point of contention. I mean, this round's basically over. CSA have won the game.
I'll turn around and shoot you right now. I do not care.
Is Oguto Mbike.
What's the name
I
of the
was
target?
once a child soldier.
And I mean, Confederates might hit breaking, but... And the thing is, too, is that the round's not going to end until... Actually, the round might end when that clock hits 0. Assuming... Because my guess... So Union's going to get to the point first. I don't know if they have a flag. I mean, there's 3 downed Union flags there. I mean, do they have a flag? I would assume they wouldn't. Just because all the flags were out engaged and all these guys spawned in the back. So I assume they don't have a flag. Yeah, they don't.
Coming?
So... They can't cap the point. So maybe this round's going to end when that clock hits 0. We'll see if CSA tries to cap. Which they don't really need to, but...
Come on, boys. On this snake fence, we're outflanked from 2 sides. On this snake fence, come on. Peaks and valleys, independent fire.
So Union really just going to try to shoot him down. I like this a lot. They're charging the artillery. They're in last stand. Wipe them. Canister.
Gentlemen, prepare to defend yourselves.
Anyways. 20th Georgia now charging in here on Union.
Officer down.
20 Georgia not winning, but killing a few, and I mean, just dwindling down the Union forces.
The lone Rambo out there.
Hi guys.
And Archer's Brigade trying to hit in the side here. 1 minute left on the clock. CSA hit breaking.
I let him shoot that. Shoot that officer. Shoot that officer running away. No, don't shoot me. I'm a good one.
And CSA get beaten back, but again, those Union guys don't spawn in. It's a pretty simple equation. 45 seconds left on the clock. I mean, this round, don't raise a flag. You're delaying the game by another minute. Okay, they might not be able to cap it before the time hits 0. Anyways, what we learned from this round is, I mean, CSA played that well. They lost the first point. That was advantage to the Union, so that's fair. They took that second point back. They held it pretty well. The CSA played that point over there pretty well. Honestly, Union played that point much better. It's just they ran out of time, and that was pretty much game from there. So we'll see if the game ends or not. Yeah, but really good job from CSA. But anyways, yeah. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe for more. If you want to support the channel, please check out the description where you can support us on the Patreon and get live streams of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get raw gameplay footage of all the events we cover with no commentary and UI. We learned a lot today in contention. That's what you kind of get when you don't play the game modes a lot. You don't always remember everything, but it's lovely to see these scenarios break out, especially scenarios you don't see that often. But anyways, thank you all for watching. It means the world. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. And we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.